All right, guys. So today we're going to be learning about, and really this whole week is going to be structured similarly, about some of these major battles throughout the Revolutionary War. So I'm going to be presenting to you guys, and you guys are going to be, it's not really a fill in the blank notes, but it kind of holds you accountable to paying attention, as well as your position, whether you were an officer, spy, or soldier. You're going to be making decisions at different parts of the presentation. So you'll have one decision to make, at least today, it'll just be one decision. But they happen at different times. So as I'm kind of going through this presentation, I'll go through the slides, I'll talk like I normally do, and then it's going to get to the decision slide where I'm going to stop and say, all right, officers, here now you're going to be presented with an issue, and you've got to make a decision on what you're going to do. When I say that it is your time, you're going to need to be filling out a Google form. Everybody else is going to be filling out the Google slide, and then you'll have to fill out the Google slide as well. So you're really going to want to be able to see me in the presentation, and you're going to want to be able to have both that Google form, and for these assignments today, it's going to be number 15 and number 16. So you want to have all those things accessible to you. My suggestion, the best way to do that is to first open up all those tabs. So you'll find those, number 15, number 16, you'll have them pulled up. I've already pulled them up here and here. So I have these tabs open already. I want to do a split screen. So I'm going to take the tab for my meat. I'm going to pull it down, and then I'm going to slide it. You can slide it to either way. So you see when I slide it over here, how it kind of has that outline that comes. If I drop it there, it'll or drop it off on the one side of that screen. I can do it on either side though. Works both ways. All right. So I drop it, and then your guys' I think automatically just makes the other screen the other half, but it might give an option like mine does. So now I have both these up. So now I can see Miss Lily's meat, and I can have both of these up. All right. So that is, I believe, the best way to kind of handle this situation is this split screen. All right, I closed out of the meet because it was making my computer go slow, but let's imagine we have, our split screen like this. As I'm going through this presentation, let's say the first group that are going to be making decisions are officers. Let's say I'm a spy. So I don't have to fill out the Google form because I am a spy, not an officer. But I'm holding myself accountable for knowing what happened based on those officers' decisions. So you don't have to fill out the morale and supply. That's why it's a different color yellow. You'll only do that for your personal position. And for me, that's going to be a spy. But it's saying here, the officers have this decision. Normally you're supposed to surrender in these types of situations, but there's, different options that Washington and officers have. So in the presentation, after officers make a decision, the next slides are going to be about what really happened. When I share what really happened, you're not an officer, so you're not having to fill out this Google form. You are just in this early battles going to put in your own words what happened. What actually happened in real life, what decision did those officers make? Okay, so this is you just kind of holding yourself accountable for paying attention to positions that aren't necessarily yours. Now, let's say that I am an officer, and it's coming up to the slide where it's telling me to make a decision. That's when I'm going to pull up my number 15. It'll look like this. I'm going to say I'm an officer. Go next. And then it's going to give me a slide with all my options, which I'm also going to be sharing with the class, but you've got it right here. So you read, this is the scenario. These are your two options, and you're going to choose which option you're going to make. Okay, let's say that I choose this one. It is going to tell me what the results of that decision are. So it's going to take me to a picture that tells me this was my decision, and it tells me the result and how many morale points and supply points I get. You'll answer this question so that I know that you read through that slide. And then you're just going to check both of these, the outcome of that decision, and then you hit submit. It's going to give you a score of 2 out of 15 or something like that. Do not worry about that. As long as you got 2 points, you did it correctly. Okay? So if you are a spy and it's to the soldier or the officer's decision, you are not filling out the Google form yet. The only thing you'll be filling out is the Google slide that where you're going to tell me the result. Okay? So that is how this is going to work. Hopefully that helps.